Hey you guys, so this video is a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow for me. My beloved Kappa 8.1. This is my favorite Kappa, hands down. I prefer it over the Series 1, and that's just my choice. And if you guys don't agree, I really don't care. You just you just got to try for yourself, and then maybe you understand where I'm coming from or not. Each their own. This is my favorite Kappa. I also have the old 8, as you know. I already made a video about this, but I feel this falls in the line too. This was the last Kappa series that was still made under the presidency of Nudell and Carrie Christie. To prove this, Kappa Series 2, Renaissance 80, Renaissance 90, Sigma, and then we had the Epsilon. I think there was some models like the Omega that they built for overseas in Europe, but that's the last lineage of where Nudell was still involved in. These speakers are not clones, they're not fake Kappas, they're not just Harman Kardon, because that was true, guys. The Series 1 was built under the umbrella of Harman Kardon. It took over in 1984, and the Series 1 was built in 1987 to 89. There you go. So it was still all Nudell doing this. I love them. They are great speakers. I do feel the EMIT R is a level up from the older EMITs, especially on dispersion and SPL. They don't shrivel up like an old man's ball sack. Helps too, as you know, EMITs do that. They wrinkle. These don't do that. They're just phenomenal tweeters, honestly. The mid-bass coupler is from a Renaissance 90, so that already, I prefer them over the polygraphs. It's just me. I just overall like this speaker better. I would say the old 8 in comparison is a phenomenal speaker. They're both very good speakers, but I do prefer the low end of the old 8 because it's an acoustic suspension and it has more impact because of the extended switch. These are easier to drive. These are not amp killers. These are about 4 ohm, pretty much nominal throughout their whole frequency spectrum. Where the old 8, as you know, in extended mode, and that's a caveat that a lot of people don't tell you, they're amp killers. Only when you are choosing to boost that low end and set it to extended mode. That's where they're going to dip to 1.3 ohm, which some amplifiers don't like. The old Kappa 9 was notorious for 0.8 ohm, pulls a lot of current when you do that. I was never a fan of that extended switch. It was just a cheap way of boosting the low end unnecessarily, to be honest with you. But that's all past talk. These speakers are close to 40 years old now. Um, but yeah, they're going to their new owner today. This morning, I've been listening to him all morning. I freaking enjoy the shit out of him. Even still, that I have an RS1, it's an obvious choice why these were stored because I really didn't want to get rid of them, and the reason is the guys behind them. Of course, you're talking about a leap up in overall quality, speaker wise, and that's why they're going. I feel having these things in a closet, it's not going to help me out, and they're just going to collect dust at that point and I can make some money off it, so that's what I'm doing. Um, yeah, the hobby, as far as that goes, it will be a little bit on a pause for now. Um my future is kind of uncertain as far as goes career wise. I made really good money where I worked, and then you go and then you miss that. Now, luckily, financially, my wife is a phenomenal cosmetologist. She makes really good money. I also have rental money coming in, so I'm not, sitting on basically how you call it nails right now. It's not that bad, but yeah, it's definitely a big chunk is missing out of our monthly income after February, and I feel I need to prepare. I need to be a responsible adult, and that's a part of life. In America, when you have a job, it's never a secure job. You just can be kicked out for any freaking reason. This case, company is shutting its doors. They just don't have the capital no more. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show them to you before they go. I think they're gorgeous. They sound phenomenal. When you walk into these speakers, you usually walk into them relatively cheap because the old Series 1 has that nostalgia price tag attached to them, and these not so much. So when you find them 500-600 bucks, don't hesitate. Grab them. Grab them. Just grab them and run with it. It's really worth listening to these speakers. They are phenomenal, especially in the right setup, in the right room. You can get a lot out of these speakers. So, guys, thank you for watching. I just wanted to point it out that the 8.1 is going today. I'm going to miss these guys. They're great speakers to me. I had them for years as a main speaker here. Of course, when the RS1 came in, which I'm very slowly now restoring because now it's just on a halt. It's not much I can do right now, but on extra spender. But you know, that's the way it is, guys. This is how life is. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff go, and this is one of them. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, we're gonna make another more positive video next time. Where probably have a new job and things are going a lot better. But there you go, guys. Arrivederci, howdo, as we say in the Netherlands. And then I see you with the next video.